The new GOP strategy since Congress failed to repeal Obamacare? Save Obamacare. And they're using some pretty swampy code words to cover that fact up. That's right. After several Republican senators torpedoed any kind of Obamacare repeal earlier this year, looking at you, Collins, Murkowski, and McCain, it now falls to the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee to figure out what to do about America's health insurance crisis. And that's most likely going to look like a massive bailout with some conservative-looking window dressing. Maybe. But as the DC swamp monsters try to wriggle and slither out of another government-created problem without providing a real solution, you're going to hear a lot of terms thrown at you over the coming weeks on this issue. So just to make sense of all this, we're going to have to look into CRTV's secret handbook of swamp code words. And our first word today is stabilize.
For stabilizing premiums in the individual market.
This means keep Obamacare from the collapse it's hurtling towards by passing the bill along to your grandchildren. Next up, we have guardrails, a word we're going to hear a lot more of going forward.
Assuming that they pass through those guardrails.
The guardrails that need examinations.
Changing the guardrails.
This means the regulations and mandates that make your insurance costs sky high in the first place. You know, like forcing coverage of pre-existing conditions and everything like that. Then there's essential benefits, as in...
As for the essential health benefits, states already may waive those.
Definition: more regulations that drive costs up by forcing you to pay for stuff that you don't need. You know, like birth control pills for men. Then we have flexibility, as in...
I've seen firsthand the value of state flexibility. The flexibility of a state-based exchange is a large part of our success.
Translated, this means we're going to keep all those regulatory guardrails in place, but graciously let states scramble as best they can to fix a mess that DC made. And this is usually done by tinkering around the edges with more government programs. Next, we have consensus. Used in a sentence,
there's a path forward here to get a consensus product out of this committee.
Definition: the DC political class has finally come to an agreement on how they're going to balance wasting your money with wasting your money. And right now, these are all just hearings and talks and speculations about what the future of the US healthcare industry is going to be. And everyone on the committee wants their constituents to think that what's being kicked around are just some temporary fixes for the Obamacare crisis. But remember, folks, as economist Milton Friedman warned us a long time ago, nothing is so permanent as a temporary government program. This has been your Capitol Hill Brief. I'm Nate Madden, and we'll see you next time.